Well, if y'all know Larry, if any of you knew Larry, I feel like the music should have been Kansas City. Or something like that. You have to know it to even halfway appreciate that. Good evening, everybody. I wrote myself some notes. I'm going to have to add a little bit after hearing Carol's speech. But I'm Carol. I'm here to accept the esteemed 2024 Milam Award on behalf of my husband, Larry Large. I can't begin to thank everybody. After I got here tonight, I realized how many more people I need to thank, but I'm going to leave somebody out. We ran into someone that my daughter had had worked with at the Gemini Theater. I won't say how many years ago, but she's one of the Black alumni people. And I want to thank them because they helped to put this on, and also the ECU Alumni Association as well. In addition to other people, I want to also thank President Godwin and the Central University Athletic Director, Matt Cole, and his team, especially Justin Graham, who's helped me with my stupid questions over the past few weeks. Like Farrell said, our family has a long history with East Central University. Larry's mother, Melba, also attended East Central back in the 30s. His sister, Linda McGahey, her husband, Mike, and her three sons, Clint, Matt, and Jeff, all attended East Central, and Matt and Jeff work here now. My niece, Monica Walton, and my daughters, Debbie Large and Patty Binger, all received their bachelor's degrees here. And Larry and I earned our bachelor's and master's degrees from East Central back in the 60s and 70s. Larry passed almost 2 years ago. My daughter told me I wasn't supposed to get emotional, so I'm going to try to do my best. Might not work out. I want to tell you a little bit about Larry. I feel sure he has a seat, not just a seat, but a VIP seat on Cloud 9 tonight. And I feel like Coach Elvin and Grace George are with him. Growing up, Larry had two loves, music and football. He played drums and sang rock and roll in the 50s and 60s. He moved to country in the 70s, and he met 12-year-old Blake Shelton in the 90s. He grew up in Fitztown, went to school at McClish. No football program at McClish, especially back in the 50s. Coach George, a couple of Dr. Stevens, pediatrician at the time, and Dr. Thomas, a dentist at the time. Several people tried to talk Larry's mom into letting him move into Ada so that he could play football at Ada High. But it didn't work out for Larry because his mom just wouldn't give in. She was afraid he was going to get hurt. I think it did Dr. Stevens just a little bit of pleasure when he broke his arm playing basketball that year. He couldn't help but rub it in a little bit. Even though he didn't get to come here to Ada High and play, he was really excited to attend East Central and become a walk-on. And Coach George was encouraging that. But apparently 65 years ago, I was pretty irresistible. Because he married me instead. That ended his plans of actually playing. Coach George continued to help him plan a career in coaching, however, and I took a second major in home economics where Coach George's wife, Grace, was the head of that program, and she made it her mission to assist me in becoming the perfect coach's wife. I learned all about the importance of having after-practice parties with the other coaches and team get-togethers with the players. I listened to her, did everything she told me to do, tried my best, and we never forgot those football teams at Elmore City and Noble before Larry moved into administration and supported them in other ways. We moved 17-year-old Blake Shelton to Nashville in 1994 and mentored him as he became a 9-year-long overnight success. Larry went on the road with him as merchandise manager until we moved back to Ada, Oklahoma, about 20 years ago. That's when the love of football took over again. Larry went to almost every practice for 20 years. He knew all of the coaches, all of the players, all of the staff that was anywhere around that. And every time we would eat out, which we did often, because even though I majored in home ec, I got pretty good at sewing, but I never did like to cook, still don't like to cook, not good at it. That's Linda's job. I always said if I ever had to have a party, she could be my ghost cook, because I just couldn't do it. It's not my thing. But when we'd eat out, Larry would always, he saw a young man, he'd ask them if they went to Central. And if they did, he'd ask them if they played football. And if they didn't, he'd tell them they should. And then he would tell them about Blake. So he was constantly telling people about East Central football and Blake Shelton. Those were just his two interests. Also, when we moved back to Ada, he reacquainted with players from all those years ago in Elmore City and Noble. And he even went to the 50th anniversary of his first team at Elmore City. Even Blake said Larry was losing interest in him as football took over his life again. He drove radio friend Roger Harris crazy asking him when games would be streamed. He simply loved the ECU Tigers. The last game he streamed was from a hospital room exactly 1 month before he passed. It was December the 3rd, 2022, the 2022 Funtown RV Heritage Bowl in Corsicana, Texas. We won over Texas A&M University 38-21. It ended the last season Larry ever followed. With a 9-3 record, the Tigers tied for 3rd place in the Great American Conference. It was their best season in 29 years. And they won a bowl game for the first time in 62 years. It's a great year for football. Larry would be so incredibly honored by this recognition. I can't say it enough. Everyone who knew Larry loved his stories. Pearl told you a little bit about it. They all had at least a modicum of truth, but they were also highly enhanced. He was an entertainer. The story of the Milam Award 2024 would quickly move to the top of his list. We are all so proud of him tonight. And I thank each and every one of you